Alright, so we've purchased the fertilizer we need to meet our requirements for our lawn. We've purchased three 15-pound bags of this 24012 product. That's going to meet our potassium requirements. We purchased one 40-pound bag of this 2425-4 product. That's going to meet our phosphorus requirements. And then we purchased two 15-pound bags of this 3204 product to meet the rest of the nitrogen that we needed that wasn't covered by the two other products that we'd already purchased. Because our potassium and our phosphorus products that we purchased had nitrogen in them, we met some of our nitrogen requirements through these products that we had actually purchased for other reasons. So one thing we didn't talk about is we probably shouldn't throw all three down at the same time. And what we could do instead is split that application up a little bit. One thing to keep in mind is grass normally needs nitrogen throughout the growing season, and it really depends quite a bit on the fertilizer that we apply. It'll also get some nitrogen from the breakdown of organic matter that you see in your soil on the soil report, but a lot of its nitrogen needs, and to keep it lush and green, you're going to want to put nitrogen down throughout the growing season. On the other hand, phosphorus and potassium, a lot of times the plants relying more on what's in the soil, and we're just supplementing what's in the soil with our applied fertilizers. So in this case, what you might think about doing is we bought three bags of this 24012 product, 15-pound bags, so it's 45 pounds of total product. If we were to apply all three of those bags on our lawn, not only would we cover our potassium requirements for this year, but we would also cover a good portion of our nitrogen. So 45 pounds times 24% is 10 pounds of nitrogen. It's about a third of our total application. These three bags of the 24012 could be one application that we'd make across the yard, and then we'd hold these other products in reserve. Later in the growing season, we could come and apply this 40-pound bag of 2425-4 product, and that would cover our phosphorus needs. It would also give us 40 pounds times 0.24, 24%, another approximately 10 pounds of nitrogen. So now we've split up our nitrogen application pretty well. Maybe early in the season, we applied the potassium product, which had about 10 pounds of nitrogen in it. Later, maybe early summer or midsummer, we apply the product that's got our phosphorus in it, but it also brings to the table 10 pounds of nitrogen. And then late in the season, we come back and make a third application with the two 15-pound bags of 32%, so that's going to be 30 pounds times 0.32, 32%, which is another approximately 10 pounds of nitrogen. And that's our total nitrogen that we needed for the season, but we split up the application in three separate shots. So we do our potassium, three bags of this 24012, that's also about a third of our nitrogen application. We cover our phosphorus, which is one 40-pound bag of this 2425-4 product. That covers our phosphorus, but also gives us a 10-pound application of nitrogen. And then we finish out with a third application, again about evenly spread through the growing season, and we apply the two 15-pound bags of 3204, which gives us another approximately 10 pounds of nitrogen. And we split up our application across the growing season to try to keep that grass green with fertilizer available throughout, and we don't have to worry as much about that nitrogen being lost to the environment. So that's a good way to make this application. Instead of putting it all down at one time, let's split it up into three separate applications.